Hi friends, MD Vegan on my gentle juice fasting day. The great thing with juice fasting, or one of the great things, is making juices. I drink 4 liters of liquid on my juice fasting day, once a week that is, in the average. And some of these are juices and they can be so delicious. It's very simple to find a new recipe. I make once every week, one new recipe. So I have some experience right now. It's very easy. You have a main ingredient, like carrots, for example. Here, I have some carrots today. It will be a carrot juice. And carrots can be either sweet and fresh and young, and then you just juice them and enjoy. Or can be a little bit bitter. Most of the time when you buy carrots, they're very inexpensive, always available. They have a little bit of bitter skin. They have an earth flavor, but very high in sugar. That means, for example, if you go to a restaurant, Persian restaurant where they have falafel or so, they have a classic. The classic is just give me a carrot juice. They juice some carrots you enjoy. It's wonderful. It's a classic. But if you have a little bit bitter carrots, you would just add, for example, orange. It's also a classic. It's very simple. This way, if you don't know how to make a nice juice, you just look at the produce, the main juice, the main vegetable like a carrot, and if it's a little bit too bitter, you add a carrot, add a fruit that is fitting, like orange. Or apple, you can also add apple. It's a classic. So again, you just begin to juice the carrots, and then you taste the juice, and you know, something is missing. I had put an apple or an orange there. That's the basic idea. Very simple. Then you begin. Then you have no problems. Nothing will be wrong. The more difficult is if you have green juices. I make another juice. I make a tomato juice where I combine these two. I have a kale here. Kale is the most nutrient-dense green we have. Of all the greens, kale is the highest in nutrients. I looked it up. You don't find anything that is higher in than kale. But the thing is, if you just juice kale, I personally would say, ugh, it's bitter. It's really not nice. Some people like it, and if you have even a kale that is harvested after the first frost, you might even end up with a little sweet juice. Kale becomes even sweet then, and if it's young and so. So there are differences, but again here, usually with greens, they tend to be bitter. You're better off adding fruit. And for example, perfect with kale would be an apple. I have here some apples. And it's a little bit more than the kale. I have 2 apples here to make it nice sweet, and delicious. And so I have 2 juices now, basically. It's the carrot juice. I know with oranges this is perfect. And with the kale juice with apple is perfect. Now I combine these juices to make a more complex recipe, because of course what is most important in juice, when I do juice fastings, to have nutrients, plenty of nutrients, and they should even taste delicious, because flavor is also a nutrient. This is very interesting. Science shows that all these things, color, flavor, texture of a plant, are called nutrients, phytonutrients. They are active chemical substances that are produced by the plants themselves. Each plant has thousands of them, and they produce it themselves for different purposes, but they work together, these thousands of phytonutrients in one plant, and so do the nutrients between 2 plants. If you combine them, so it can get very complex. It's good to begin very easy with simple ingredients, but if you combine 2, you have even more of them, more nutrients. And if it's delicious, you can be sure, if you have just these healthy ingredients, that the whole thing is even healthier. The fasting is important because we reduce our calories. Make a light diet, so the digestion does not need to work. 60% of the energy from the food goes into digestion. It's not for building the body, it's just for digesting the food. So if we don't have the digestion, to put the juice in Yeah, no digestion, just pure energy. Then all the energy goes into the body. So we have a very delicious juices on the juice fasting day to make it very healthy and yeah, make it strengthening. Yeah. In another way than if I have a normal day where I eat, on a fasting day I have more energy to self-reflection, to purification of the body and the mind, yeah, and to be creative. This is very interesting, this creativity. This is something that very much relate to as a human being by itself. Yeah, creativity is endless. Yeah, in a mind. Yeah, in a healthy mind, and it keeps the mind young. To be creative all the time, to do something new every single day, whatever it be. It might be very small, doesn't matter. Just something new, just a little bit different. That makes so much if you go every day, you know. And when I have this high creativity on these fasting days, I can even taste more directly, more intensely, more directly. I taste these ingredients. I know what it tastes like, what it does in the body. I can have a clearer perception of that. So fasting is very exciting. I'm really looking forward to it. It's not because I want to lose weight. It doesn't work. Losing weight only is possible if you have a good diet every day, a very good diet over a long time. Then slowly you lose weight. Yeah, and it remains. But if you have a fasting day, you lose a little bit of weight, of course, but then you gain weight again when you go back to the other diet. Yeah. So losing weight is only possible if you do it regular base with your regular daily diet and not with fasting. That doesn't work. Usually, I mean, there are always exceptions, but in general, I would not recommend. So fasting days for me are mainly to have this excitement of high creativity and of purification of myself. Yeah. So I do that now, and I will try if this new recipe with 2 juices combined, if that works. I'll show you in a moment. I got a liter of juice. You saw how many fruit. I had 2 oranges, 2 apples, yeah, the same amount about carrots and kale. So I have a red and orange, a green and orange juice together. And I forgot to tell you something. This is also ginger in the juice. Yeah, I maybe like this, maybe such a piece of gingers in the juice. Yeah, so this would be for half a liter, maybe 1 piece, and 2 pieces like this for a whole liter. It's always different, depends, and if you like it hot also. But ginger is a very nice, it brings fire to the food and to the juices. It corresponds very nicely with the strong flavors like kale, for example. If you have an idea what I say when I say fighting fire with fire, this is a little like that. Kale has a very strong flavor. Another strong flavor is the ginger that balances each other. I wouldn't do it without sweet fruit. Ginger goes very nice with sweet too. To really have a delicious juice, and that's important to have a delightful feeling, to feel good. You need to have a delicious juice. If people like to have very harsh tasting flavors like pure celery juice, that's fine. I don't think that is something for me, but whoever likes it. I think really it's important to have it delicious, yeah, that is fun, that is enjoyable, and also in the end I want to make recipes others can use, yeah, without having to wonder about if they might like it or not. Yeah, usually I have been cooking for people all my life almost, and it was always fun and a joy to see when people like it. That was what encourages me so most to cook, because when you do something for someone and they like it, then I feel encouraged the most. And that's why I try to make recipes that many people would like, usually. So yeah, that's another question. Here now I have this juice, and I will taste it. I never tasted it before, never made it before. Let's see if it works. The carrot and the kale juice together. Wow, tastes wonderful. There is the full earth carrot flavor from below the earth, and this green, light strong, pungent kale flavor. But in this combination, this strong, this intense flavor of the kale gets something light, becomes into something light. Same with the carrot. I taste the earth flavor of the carrot. I tasted earth and heaven. Something, I mean, that's a very picturesque image, symbolic or metaphoric description. It's hard to understand maybe, but it is something like this, very light and very earth-like, together in a very nice combination. You have to try it. It's a wonderful juice. I really want to tell you, I like it a lot. And I show you now what the juice looks like. I pour it into a glass so that you have an impression. See, it's creamy. It has a nice green and orange color. And it perfectly reflects both, yeah, the green and the sky and the earth. It's delicious. It's perfect. I'm so glad I tried it. I once made a carrot kale juice with a lemon. That was many years ago when I began juice fasting. 6 years ago, I have a video on that. Nobody really noticed. But then I thought, when I saw that video in the morning, I thought, oh, I did already make carrot kale juice, only with lemon. Wow, this is a combination of two complex juices, the kale apple juice and the carrot orange juice all together with ginger. So two juice recipes in one. It's a wonderful combination. I am so happy I tried it. I hope you enjoy. If you like my video, give me a thumbs up and maybe subscribe and leaving on YouTube. You can have another recipe every single day. And also find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter. And if you want to try the juice fasting idea, you can also go to Facebook. There is a Facebook page called Tree Yoga Moon Fasting. Here, Tree Yoga, it's written here. Tree Yoga. That's a super yoga style where we learn the flow. Yeah, Tree Yoga brings the flow into yoga. It's a whole revolution. It comes from America, from Kale. And she brings back yoga in a very modern form to India. And the Indians, they celebrate her for that. The scholars, you know, they have an idea, wow, you bring us yoga, we never saw it before. That's the original yoga. They're very fascinated. So check it out if you like it. Called Tree Yoga Moon Fasting. It was Kale Ray who showed me this kind of gentle juice fasting where you are in the flow, where you always feel great, and it's the greatest success. And it's for everyone. Thanks for watching again. See you soon.